Race number 2, right for a start. Tapes fly back. They're on their journey. Mojito Madness was slowly away, and our Spitfire up to her old tricks. She's gone up in the air, and she's galloping back through the field. She's now back in last placing. Beginning well and going to the top, Kagan Slaying away sweetly this week. Gets away by 6 metres up on the outside, racing one off Georgie Girl, and back on the inside for Clipper. 10 away Daisy Boucher, Mojito Madness. Beware the Fury. El Conqueror is about 35 off the top in the early going, and a further 10 away to our Spitfire, who's back down and trotting but lost a bit of momentum. They head up the straight with 2 laps to go. Kagan's laying the leader by 4. Georgie Gill on the outside, the Clipper behind the leader, getting an ideal run. Maintaining the 1-1, Daisy Boucher. Mojito Madness racing one off. Beware the Fury, El Conqueror on the outside of our Spitfire, who's now making ground and moving 3 back along the inside. Lead time 50.2, Danielle Hill with Kagan's laying by 2.5. On the outside, facing the breeze is Georgie Gill, and remaining behind the lead of a Clipper. Here comes a move from Beware the Fury, who's trying to hook around him 3 wide. Racing one off there, Daisy Boucher on the outside of the stablemate, our Spitfire. Mojito Madness in behind those with El Conqueror at the tail end of the field. So they head off the back, opening quarter 30.8, 1100 metres to run. Kagan's laying by a metre. She closed at $5, and Beware the Fury now gets the spot outside the leader. That's where he wants to be as well. He likes being on the pace for Clipper behind the leader, and Georgie Gill will get some cover in the 1-1. 1 out, 2 back. Daisy Boucher on the outside of our Spitfire, who's 3 back. Mojito Madness racing one off, and here comes a move from the fave. El Conqueror, who's moving around him 3 wide with a lap to go. Kagan's Lane getting a nice time out on top. She's away here by 2 over Beware the Fury, the Clipper on the inside. El Conqueror making ground 3 wide. In between runners now is Georgie Gill, our Spitfire 3 back. Mojito Madness gets on the back of El Conqueror 3 wide, and at the tail end of the field, Daisy Boucher 31.7 down the back with about 500 metres to run. Kagan's laying by 2. El Conqueror now up to second. Beware the Fury under pressure. The Clipper needs to respond as well. Mojito Madness making ground around the outside. Georgie Gill held up. Daisy Boucher, our Spitfire up to the turn. 29.8. Kagan's laying away by 5. El Conqueror ducking down to the inside. 5 away Mojito Madness. Beware the Fury. Daisy Boucher, Georgie Gill, they turn. Kagan's Lane does it well. Away by 6. El Conqueror up the sprint lane now. Out deeper Mojito Madness. But Kagan's Lane are walking the park all the way, as easy as you like. Kagan's Lane beats home either Mojito Madness or El Conqueror in a photo. 4-5 either Daisy Boucher or Beware the Fury. Georgie Gill, our Spitfire, the Clipper at the tail end of the field. After race number 2, Kagan's Lane, number 4, the winner. Danielle Hill for Ryan Rohoric. Found the front early, and we didn't know it at that point, but it was game, set, match. She was just way too good, way too classy in the end. Interim numbers, 4-2-8-6. Second, number 2, Mojito Madness. Edging closer to a win. If he gets a mobile start soon, look out. He looks ready to win. Gaga Policino for Frank Policino. Third, V8, El Conqueror. Weighing Hill for Brent Lilly, and 4th, number 6, Daisy Boucher, Michael A. Smith for Peter Brown. Overall, 253.2, lead time 50.2, 30.8, 31.7, 29.8, 30.6, mile rate, 2.5. 2.5 for the mile rate. Interim numbers, 4-2-8-6 after race 2.